Alright guys, it's time to get this upgrade going. We're gonna take a look at the UDIRC 1611, the brushed version. It's on sale now for like 68 bucks, and I figured we might as well do a proper upgrade on it. So hopefully my lighting is okay. Now this is the brushed version. It comes with a 2-in-1 ESC. It's about 20 miles an hour stock. Comes with a couple 2S batteries. But my intention is to throw in a cheap brushless system, you know, $30 upgrade for, you know, your standard Surpass 2838. You know, this is a 3800 kV motor with a 3S. If I find one similar on Amazon, I'll throw a link in the description below. But we're gonna get this started. So the first thing we gotta do is take this thing apart, take the ESC out, take the motor out. So you see all these screws here. These have to come out. This whole top plate. Here's one big long plate. So we'll get that all undone, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so we're on the last two. I think it's a total of 10 screws you gotta take apart. Now, nice thing is they're all the same. They're all 2mm. We're using our handy dandy MDL Hobbies hex drivers. These are all hex heads, 2mm, like I said. And then there's two more for the ESC itself, so we'll get to take a look at what's inside here. I figured I'd bring you back for the last one so you can see me break the case. If it comes out. Yeah, it's just tight. So lots of grease in there. Look at that, guys. That's a good sign. Metal gears, they're all in really good shape. This is a metal centered drive, so this will be good. It's even got a metal. The other ones I've seen like this style, you'll see MJX. Oh, that comes out easy. Like MJX, HBX, Hyboxin, they all use a similar style. Even WL does this with their 124008, so I'm pretty used to it. But normally this is plastic, and this is metal in this one. The only other one I've ever seen that's metal, I could be wrong. Now these ones are different, so you got to be careful. Keep track of that. But the only one that I remember being metal like this is the look at that, nice piece, the WL style. So I might have to heat that up, but let me get these other two off, and then we'll, just so I don't mix it up, I'm gonna put this right back on here. It should drop right in. These 2838s are perfect size. Now we're using a Surpass blue can. It's a used one that we've had for a while. It's been pretty trusty and pretty reliable. But these only, I think on the high side, you can get a Surpass red can setup for like 30, 34 on the high side. You could probably find them cheaper for 2838s. Now you can go with the 2845 if you want to go that route. It's a larger can. It's more what's in the 1610. But my intention with this build is not necessarily for speed. I want to increase the speed and make it maneuverable. So we're also going to put oil in the shocks, because I don't think there's any oil in the shocks. These are plastic as opposed to metal. That's on the other ones. But other than that, I think this is pretty good. So give me a second. I'll get the rest of this off, and then we'll see about getting the pinion. One problem we ran into is the pinion is a smaller size. It looks like it's 3mm as opposed to 5mm. Now I have some pinions floating around, but I want to make sure the mesh is the same. Also, while I got this over here, you can see that the ESCs are about the same exact size, the 35 amp 2S, 3S we're putting in there, as opposed to the 35 amp that's in there for the brush system. And we'll save this. Might use this in something else. You know, say we get a one that's something breaks, or one of the other brushed ones don't work. I think I have a couple of Larlos that have broken ESCs and motors that this will probably fit in there just fine. So let me find a pinion and I'll be right back. You can see I found a few. I just got to make sure the teeth are about the same. Yeah, like these look like they're the same. But we can't make them too much bigger or we'll have some mesh issues. That looks good. So it looks like the first one right off the muscle is good. And it looks like we can use the same set pin. So yeah, that's awesome. Winner, chicken dinner. So we got lucky with that. So that's something to keep in mind as well. You're gonna need a larger pinion, but if you have one of these floating around, you probably already know that. And probably now might have to adjust where it meets, you know, there. But in order to do that, we gotta put it in, and we'll see how it fits. Try not to get the shadow going. Get it in there, right? That's not too bad. I got to move it up with just a hair, which I can do kind of in place. But it looks like we're golden. We got lucky with this. Yeah, look at that. That's perfect. So it's just a matter of putting it back together now. And we'll probably just use some two-sided tape to mount this on here. But, man, that was quick and easy. And look at all that extra grease in there. I like that. But that rolls good. Now, with any luck, again, this is a 2838 3800 kV motor, which we use for our 112s on the track. Jeez, I'm not even showing you guys. Why'd you yell at me? Hopefully it won't be too bad when I look at the video later. But we're also going to hook the lights up, which we'll do with the Dumbo. So in a minute I'll get this buttoned up because that meshes real good. And we'll get it buttoned up and I'll show you the electric. We'll get a quick pump. Bring you back for the last one. Now you can see that wasn't too bad, but if you wanted this, the other upgrade you could do is also the metal spline servo, but I think this is probably good enough. This is a lightweight car, a lot of plastic parts, so you start, you know, I don't want to waste money for no reason. That's my whole deal. So I'm cheap. So hopefully we got some two-sided tape on this. And we'll get it tested out, but before we do that, we can turn it on and see. One, we can test out the servo. Make sure we get it in there right. We're using a Dumbo RC. I got it the right way. There we go. Dumbo RC, and we're gonna just hook the lights up secondarily. So we're just one on here and put it on channel 6. So it should be okay. Let me see. We got a controller over here. I'm not sure which one I got bound, so we'll turn them both on. Let's see where we go. So cross your fingers, guys. And once we get this, yeah, look at that already. So we got this one. And you hear that beeping. That beeping lets you know that the something's not hooked up right. Well, let's try this. I want to try and bind this to one with a throttle adjustment. That's a little easier. Now again, you could use the 2845s in here. You don't have to use 2838, but my intention is not just speed. My intention is control, and for the track running mostly, most of all. So but let me get here. Hopefully you guys like what I got going on, and maybe learned a little something. Might have to switch some stuff out. definitely works. Looks like it's got a gyro. That might be what's causing the trouble too, because I think the gyro is channel 6. It's a dual bind. That's considerably faster than 24 miles an hour, is my guess. So. But it does look like, okay, I might have the wires wrong. So I'll be right back. We'll get the bugs worked out and hopefully we'll get off for a run. I had to change my poles on the, not even warm, on the ESC, but it looks like it's working good now. And the other problem I had is it does have a gyro. And I had this on 6, but this is only a 5-channel remote, so I was causing my own other issues. So, but I think we got it down. So with any luck, we'll get this out tonight. And we're only looking to get 20 miles an hour, but I'm sure we'll get a lot more than that. This seems like a 30-mile-an-hour rig all day long. Again, this is a relatively inexpensive upgrade, but it changes the car dramatically. It allows it to do stunts that it couldn't do with the brush system. Not the way it stands. So just give me a second, we'll get it buttoned up and I'll come back for a close. Alright, we're back, guys, and it looks like we got her all buttoned up. I ended up switching out with the G-Tech 35 amp ESC, but it was because we had a performance issue. You might have seen the blue one in there, but this thing works way better. But I'm pretty happy with it, so hopefully with some luck we'll get it out tonight. I couldn't find my 2-sided sticky tape, so I just did a quick zip tie so we can get it running tonight and see how it rolls. Again, this is only $28.38, and I know that they sell these on Amazon, so I'll put a link in the description for that. It's a combo set. It comes with a 2845, but you can look for these as well. I'll see if I can find the blue cans, because I really do like the blue cans. With any luck, you guys can see how well this works. Hopefully I'll get the ramp out too, and we can do some backflips and whatnot, see how it rolls. But it's considerably faster. I know this is probably 30-35 mile an hour car just from knowing this setup, and what we normally use this setup in our 112s on the track, so I know that it's more than enough to push this little 116 around. Anyways, so hopefully you guys dig, like and subscribe and all that, and keep tuned. We'll get some more footage out soon. Again, this is on sale right now. The link will be in the description. We get a little kickback if you purchase it through there, but it's I think it's $68 right now, and probably through the end of the month. But give them a check. Now, the only other thing I wanted to do, which I might do off screen, but we'll let it fly for now because I want to just see how it reacts with just the motor upgrade. I want to put some oil in these because, I mean, it's good, but it can be better, and I don't think there's any oil in these. I haven't checked them, but that might be in the next one, so we'll do a recap after we get it out and running and see how it does. Anyways, like and subscribe, guys, and I'll see you when I see you. Peace.
Stay tuned for more, just getting started. Every guy you'll feel worried. Everything that you feel the right place. Right this way, you know you try. Go in some nuts, a little taste by the light. It's great, we'll on your side. Don't like say that I was right. They like to play. Right place was Traxxas 7 winning mile on Get Members. Right place, sucker, had a few spanders in.